there's more hype for that to come.
Okay, I think that's us. I think we are live. Hello, 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 hello. Yep, we are. we go live as Kimmy bites into her flick. Okay, so we are here to discuss day 4 of rehearsals. So we are going through this. We're going through the second half of the second semi-final. So we have Malta, Georgia, Denmark, Czechia, Luxembourg, Israel, Serbia, and Finland, who we are going to go over. We're going to go over the blog post, and then we're going to go. You're just going to try and make me laugh. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to like break. But yeah, we see people are in. So if you have any questions throughout the stream, then pop them in the chat, and we will give them a wee answer. But we're going to go through. We're going to go through the rehearsal photos and the blog posts that were posted yesterday. Also, there is rehearsal videos out for semi-final 1 today. We've seen Sweden, Poland. They look amazing. We're going to go through them tomorrow. Day before we leave. I know. Busy day tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. So let's go on to our rehearsal clips, or not our rehearsal photos. So I'll just get them up on screen now. Ta-da! Here we are. So first up, we'll go have a look at Miss Malta. So we have Mariana Conte with the song Serving, R.I.P. Can't. Gone but not forgotten.
Serving something.
Serving blank. The audience will fill in the rest. Do not worry. So I'll just read out the blog post that we have. So whilst the sound of music remains an inspiration, the visual storytelling we saw at MESC has mostly gone. Firstly, there's a big prop, a set of huge sparkly red lips holding a spinning disco ball. The whole structure is probably 3 meters high and sits in the center of the stage. It turns at the start and Mariana is inside it, wearing a bright yellow dress with a huge skirt made from tiered netting with black sleeves. She's lifted out of the disco ball and the dress. To reveal a catsuit that's the same style as the one we saw at MESC, but now black and red and very, very sparkly. Her hair is now also bright red. By the way, the whole thing feels like a transition from Poisonous Flower to Queen of Hearts. So looking at these photos, it looks like a real switch up from the national final, which I am glad. I feel like it did need a little bit of a revamp. So we've got the prop on stage, these kind of lips, and then this disco ball in the middle that Mariana starts the performance inside. Obviously, we are getting the bouncing on the big. They are pregnancy balls, aren't they? That's what they are.
Gym balls, I think.
Gym ball, aye, but that's what that's what it's used for, isn't it?
Yes. I use one.
Exactly. That's what they're meant to be used for. But yeah, so we're getting that on the stage as well. What do you think about these photos, Kimmy? Do they look promising to you?
Oh my days. I love what she's wearing. I want it.
Slow down.
I want it. I actually, when I saw that, and it made me feel like I could step out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I actually found this.
Oh no.
Oh no. She inspired me to be more daring with my clothing choices. So I've got a similar pattern going on. And the leopard print as well. It is. Oh, I love what she's wearing.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good. And we know this song is risky, and I'm glad that they're leaning into that with the red light, and you're kind of getting those vibes. It's quite a sexual song, with the lighting, and she is. Oh my god, she is just serving all the way. The attitude, I love it. The facial expressions, the way she's poising herself on the ball, like she's just she's an absolute, like, she's mothering this year. She's fantastic. I love this song. I do feel it has lost a bit of its magic since we lost that word.
R.I.P. Can't.
That word.
R.I.P.
That word is so, that brought a lot of flavour and identity to the song. and a lot of character to the song, but it's still a really good song. And
Yeah.
I absolutely love what she's wearing. And I love that she's still got the ball, still bouncing on the ball. Is there backing dancers? I couldn't see.
Yeah, so I think there is backing dancers. There's one more part of the paragraph here. So the dance routine is very similar to the national final, but her 4 dancers have swapped the Von Trapp outfits for red fishnets, strappy black underwear, and red fur jackets. The final chorus plays out on the front, the frame stage, where the red gym balls appear for a bouncy finish. The graphics wall transitions between graphic art, exploding flowers, and bouncing leopard visuals, dancing legs, and words from the song finishing with diva not down in huge letters. The whole thing is very Mariana, bold, unapologetic, and a lot of fun. What a way to start the day. That's what the blog said. So we're getting the diva not down on the back the screen, which kind of reminds me a little bit of the Bambi Thug, Crown the Witch as well, when you have the kind of their slogan on the back. That's perfect. It's
diva
something
not down.
Yeah,
I love that. Is that a subtle hint to her having to change a song? It's like,
yeah,
it's fine, change the song, but it's not going to bring me down. Like, I'm still going to serve everything.
Yeah, I mean that has been her slogan.
She is serving fashion. She's serving attitude. Like, she's serving fun. It's risque. It's tongue in cheek, and I do like they have went a bit more sexualized with and I like the sound of these red fur coats.
Yeah,
like that. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I want to see what that's like. Is it red fur, black fur?
Yeah, red fur. It says.
Oh, I think that'll look really nice. I absolutely love what she's wearing. The red print. Please give it to me.
The outfits definitely seem very risque, definitely fit the song, and I think it looks very, very polished. It looks very good, and I'm excited to see it live.
It looks expensive.
It does. It actually really does. Okay, so let's move on to Georgia. Mariam Shingala with the song Freedom. So first of all, I'm going to read out the statement that we have. So we have another big prop. It's a geometric rock that stands in the center of the stage. Miriam performs on top of it, wearing a stunning silver gown that looks like it's made from satin with organza foil layers that gives it structure. So she becomes part of the rock. 4 male dancers perform on the stage around her, all wearing traditional Georgian choka coats in black with close-fitting headdresses and black boots. During the second verse, they perform a complex flag dance routine with blue and white flags. The graphic on the back wall is simply beautiful, with a moon rising behind Mariam between the 2 stage mountains that transitions into a red sun with storm clouds and neon rings. The graphics become faster and more dynamic as the song progresses. Lots of performances have used lighting and graphics as a way to drive the performance this year, and this is a really effective example. I mean, these photos, it does look like they've maybe tried with the staging. I'm hoping that it elevates the song for me personally. What do you think about it, Kimmy? What do you think about what I said, and what about the photos?
I don't know if I don't feel like it's really driving home the message of the song, but that's because the song just hasn't gripped me. And we always say you could have an amazing stage show, sure, but if the song's not up to scratch, it's not gonna stand out. And this song really is the one of the year that I totally forget. I couldn't even hum it to you. Sadly, it just isn't. Yeah, song. I just don't think the song is at the level. The staging looks good though. I would say that. I'm interested in the flag dance and everything, and they're wearing the Georgian clothes, and we know that Georgia usually don't have the biggest budget, so this does look expensive, so that's good, and there is quality in the staging, but I just don't know if the staging is going to be enough to get them the qualification. I just can't see this qualifying, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the song just isn't for me. I do think it's getting slated, and I don't think it deserves that. I feel like it's not that bad. There's a lot of songs this year that's getting quite harsh critics, but I don't believe that it's that bad. It is not as strong as you say. I do believe that a staging can't help a very bad song. I mean, I don't think it's a very bad song, but I don't think a staging will make it qualify, if you know what I mean.
It's not competitive enough.
Yeah.
This song in a pack of like 37 in a pack of 36 against you, it's just not. I just don't think it's at the standard that you really need to make an impact at Eurovision. You need to have a compelling song, and personally for me it isn't my cup of tea, and I have not seen it really standing out. It's not doing well on the betting odds, it's not doing well on Eurovision scoreboard. You know, a lot of people have kind of said that this song is DOA. So I really do worry. I don't think this is going to qualify, and I'm so sorry, because Georgia, oh man, Georgia last year.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
It was, what a contrast, you know. And then I thought that Georgia was maybe on a trajectory now after seeing how well Nutsa done last year, and then what happened? You know, is it Nutsa? Nutsa Butsaladi.
Yeah. Nutsa.
Yeah.
I do agree. I will listen to this song now. It has definitely grown on me slightly. I remember when I first listened to it, I just did not enjoy it. But it's grown on me slightly. I'm open to being surprised when I see this in motion. Possibly. These photos aren't giving as much. So maybe when I see it when it's moving, it might help it. But I'm definitely saying DOA right now, personally. Let's move on to Denmark. Sisal with the song Hallucination. So these are the photos. I mean, from these photos, yeah, they're not giving us much. Yeah, I'm going to read out the statement that was provided. So the main prop is a central transparent curtain that hangs in the middle of the stage and stretches from floor to ceiling. It's in 4 parts. And it floats in the wind machine and creates a really simple but effective sense of movement around Sisal, who sings on a black plinth in the middle in a tunnel of pulsing neon lights and strobes. She performs the first verse and chorus in an entirely famous blue and white coat with hundreds of organza layers. Honestly, it's like the Met Gala in here today. The coat is removed in the second verse to reveal a long-sleeve leotard and thigh boots in sparkly electric blue. She has 4 dancers who press their faces into the curtain around Cecile like for dancing around with fabric handkerchiefs. In the final section, the dancers are entirely wrapped in the blue fabric as Cecile descends from her plinth. Wait one sec. No. Where am I? In the final section, the dancers are entirely wrapped in blue fabric as Cecile descends from her plinth and moves to the frame stage for the final chorus. The dancers' feet are anchored to the floor so they can lean into their dance moves like they're swaying in the wind as Cecile builds up for that final note. So, I mean, it sounds... They've definitely obviously changed a lot. They've changed absolutely everything, and that's what Cecile promised. I mean, what do you think, Kimmy, about this staging, about the photos, and about what I've just said?
Definitely a glow up. Yeah, I do. I definitely prefer what she's wearing. Love the fur coat. It's giving me Northern Lights. It's the kind of vibe I'm getting from it. It's the colour of the Northern Lights, I think. It's the same kind of palette. And it's nice. The only thing I'm worrying about a little bit is, if you remember Benjamin Ingrosso and how his performance was just in that little tunnel thing, like the whole performance. And I remember when it happened and a lot was going on Twitter and people were saying, is he actually even in the arena? Like, it was so disjointed from the stage, because it was his own little area, and people went, it looks like a music video, it doesn't look like a live performance. And I just worry, because it's sounding like she's going to be in this curtain most of the time. I just hope that it's not another one of those situations where she's not as connected to the audience because she's in this little bubble, this little, this curtain thing. Hopefully she comes out of it and she does actually walk around the stage and it's not all compact in that curtain like Sweden was with Benjamin Ingrosso, because I think it put a lot of people off, because it was like,
well, it Yeah, but it does say here that she moves out of this white curtain and goes to the frame stage at the end to do the big note.
Okay.
So she does
Okay.
eventually move out of this white curtain.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am really glad that they've changed it. This does sound promising. They've actually put effort. Denmark has put effort into their staging.
I mean, I think that a lot of it will come down to the camera shots. Like, I can see lots of effective like ways with the camera and the curtain. You know, she'll find a way to bring us into her world. I'm sure of that. And it does. It looks brilliant, and I absolutely love this song. This is another grower for me. It's just getting better and better every day. I listen to it. I love it more. It's kind of like Cyprus, which is shocked me how fast that climbed up my list. So
right.
I just think it's gonna keep climbing, Denmark, and I love this song, and I really, really hope she qualifies because she deserves to. A really good song.
This is a lock qualifier for me now. We have now Kian joining us. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kian.
Surprise! I'm in Basel. I'm not really.
Already. Okay, let's move on now to Czechia. So this is Adonis singing Kiss Kiss Goodbye. So I'm just going to read out the statement that was posted. So the main focus of this performance is Adonis's stage presence, vocals and charm. It's a clean, elegant concept that fully embraces the possibilities offered by the Eurovision stage. The dance break and choreography have evolved for the Eurovision audience, creating an emotional, engaging, and visually mesmerizing experience for both the viewers at home and the audience in the arena. So the staging is dramatically white with strobe black shapes on the LED wall that make it feel like some kind of dystopian heaven. During the second verse, 4 dancers in matching outfits join Adonis for a routine on a pure white floor. Then the Lego lights descend for an up-tempo dance break bathed in red strobe lighting. A dramatic a moment of colour that momentarily takes your breath away. So let's have a little look at these photos. I do love the outfit. I love what the dancers are wearing. This is obviously the second photo is the white moment. They have a kind of dance. But I don't know if the dance break is in the kind of white, fully like white moment. I don't know, but it looks good. Kimmy, what do you think?
This looks cool, actually. I like that second shot. The way that the hands and the arms are positioned. It's making like a shape, which is cool. And it'd be really cool to get that from a bird's eye view to see what kind of shape they're making, and maybe they will with camera work. It looks good. I mean, I like this song, but this song's always been for me a very polished pop song, and that's kind of it. He's a good singer. It's a good song, but for me, it's quite middling. So I hope that the staging will elevate it, but it does look good, and I do like what he's wearing. I'm liking the like the straps, like the sleeves.
Yeah,
the sleeves look cool as well. And all the dancers and him, they mesh well together, and they complement him, what they're wearing. I like that they're kind of in similar outfits too. It makes it more cohesive. So no, it looks good. It looks really good.
this is another one where the photos are not really giving us much. Like they aren't. The paragraph of kind of the information is telling us a little bit more about the staging, but I'm still not getting much from it. Kean, what about you? What do you think about Czechia's staging here that you can see?
I think the second photo, it's giving like white party vibes at Ibiza.
I mean, yeah, okay. Do you think this will elevate the song? Does it make you think the song you'll like the song anymore when you get to Basel?
I don't know. I think it'll depend on the choreography because all we can see is pictures right now.
Yeah.
I think the pictures are trying not to give too much away. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be good. It could be bad. We'll just have to wait. Just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, I agree. I really want to see this one in motion because I do think this could be quite a surprise. It could be a surprise in a bad way, but it could also surprise in a very, very good way. I do think this
I mean, there's buzz with this song right now, so I would say this could be the dark horse.
Yeah, I mean,
because
there's
it's very pop.
Yeah, I think if they nail this, this could be top 10. If this completely flops, this could non-qualify. That's the kind of the range of this because the song is good, but it has the potential to do both. It literally just depends on the staging, but it looks promising. That's all I will say for now. let's move on to Luxembourg. So this is Laura Thorne, Les Poupées Modelisson. So let me read out the paragraph first. So now Laura is inside her own pink and red 1960s style doll's house with animated hands that reach in to reposition her through the opening sequence of the song. She has 5 male dancers wearing similar red velvet suits to the ones we saw at LSC, but the way they interact with Laura is now a precision dance routine where her doll-like stiffness at the start relaxes through the performance into something more natural and human. She leads them down the walkway into the second verse, figuratively and literally leaving the doll's house behind, so the final section can play out in the frame stage. The story is told in her costume too. The pink doll's dress she wore in the national final has been replaced with a much more sophisticated version in pale pink with carpet-style lacing, paired with silver thigh boots. In the middle 8, the pink dress comes off to reveal a sparkly silver dress. Underneath, there are no female dancers in this version. It's just Laura and her dancers creating what feels more like a dance break than the original version. I mean, these photos yet again aren't giving as much. It is definitely different from the national final. Kimmy, what do you think first about the song? I can't remember what you feel about the song, and do you like the staging changes that they've made?
Yeah, I do, but I think it's kind of lost a little bit of the theme, which was obviously like she was like Toy Town. Like I thought she was like a ballerina was what I first picked up. I do like it that it's a doll's house. That's different. That's a different concept.
But it's quite similar. It's quite similar, to be fair.
Yeah, I hope that the dancers interact with her, like they did at the national final, because it did. It looked good. I don't know how I feel about the dress. I mean, it's cute, but I'm not getting as much of ballerina kind of vibe to it. The song, I don't know. The song for me is quite middling. I just hope the staging will elevate it a bit more. This to me is a borderline it's a borderline NQ for me. So.
Yeah, no, I think we did have it as a borderline NQ, but I must say, from looking at the photos, it does look quite dark for a song that is very kind of happy, laddie-daddie. That I'm really hoping that in motion, when we see it actually on video, that it looks
that's very dark.
Really dark. I mean, and the problem is that even if all of them were kind of dark, or at least one of them were light, even this is quite dark. The background's quite dark.
Yeah.
That's quite dark as well. That's just plain dark. I'm just hoping that when we see it in motion, it's a little bit more lighter, a little bit more joyful, because that's what the song is. The song is very kid-friendly. I think if this is placed, if it makes it to the final, it's placed earlier in the run order, I think kids will really enjoy this as well. What about you?
The Balkan dancers, are they in black as well?
I'm not sure. I think they're wearing suits. I think it may be pink suits, I think.
Okay.
What about you? What do you think about the staging, Cian? And do you like the song?
I actually think that they've actually elevated it, kind of. It feels more mature. It looks, the staging looks a bit more mature for her now. Think of it like a little, you know, them little people dolls where you dress them up.
Yeah.
It's like outfits like gone from that to like Barbie kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of get it. Yeah.
I actually really like the song. I think it's quite catchy and it's got a good catch. Just have to see what happens when we're there, I guess, or unless until we see some bit of a clip from the second rehearsal. But looking from the thing, I think she's elevated her outfit.
Yeah, the outfit looks definitely more expensive, 100%.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what backing and staging we do actually get when we're there. I mean, it does look a bit dark, like you said, but there must be a reason behind it for how it is like it is. But could it get through to the finals? I don't know.
I'm crossing my fingers that it is just a coincidence that these 3 photos are the ones that they chose and they're all dark. I hope that we do get some kind of light, that it is a little bit lighter when we see it in motion. Right, let's go on to Israel. So this is Yuval Raphael, New Day Will Rise. I'm just going to read out the statement that was posted. So, first thing to point out, there's a giant prop in the center of the stage, the biggest we've seen so far this year. It's a 2-tier circular structure, maybe 5 meters high, with a curved staircase on one side. The top tier is slightly smaller than the bottom, and each circle is draped with a glittery curtain of silver strands that encase it all the way around. Imagine a modern take on a vintage birdcage or a chandelier you can climb. It's not entirely representative of either, but hopefully that helps you imagine what it will look like in the actual photos. Yuval starts the performance in a shadow of blue light on the frame stage, wearing a tailored black trouser suit with square shoulders and draped flamenco sleeves. She heads back down the walkway in the second verse, and there's a lovely single camera shot where she walks around the cage as she sings the French section, then climbs the stairs to perform the Hebrew verse and the remainder of the song from a platform inside the top tier. Up close, you can see that the cage is made of individual strands of crystals, so more like a chandelier. Another moment, at one point, she lifts up her arms and the draped sleeves of her jacket look like wings, which makes us think that maybe we are on the right track with the birdcage metaphor. The LED wall adds flowing water over black rocks, the power of the water building with the final chorus until the whole set fades to white for the soft piano notes into the final line. Okay, so these are the photos. That was a lot of information to read out in 1 minute. Honestly, I didn't get much from it other than chandelier. It does look really, really impressive, though. I will say that. Kimmy, what do you think about the staging, these photos that we see?
It's absolutely beautiful. It's when I first saw this, I was like, wow, that's breathtaking, especially with the pyro waterfall in the background is what I can see, a pyro can't talk. Pyro waterfall, which we all love at Eurovision. It looks really good, and it's like she's in. To me, it's like she's suspended in space. She's in this hoop. She's in her own little world. It's really nice. It really is. It's just a shame that the song just isn't doing it for me. But that staging is stunning, and yeah, no, I can see it qualifying now.
Yeah.
The song on its own wasn't doing it for me, but the song and the staging, it'll be powerful, and I can see it qualifying now. And it's good. It looks really good. It looks really expensive.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this song. I don't like this song, really. But I will admit that I think this song had a very big staging potential. I think with a good staging, it really would pop off. And it does seem like they've kind of executed it well. Keane, what do you think of the staging? Do you think this looks like it'll elevate the song? What do you think?
I mean, you already know what I think of the staging because I told you earlier. I think it's like being plucked from Sabrina's Carpenter's tour. Think about me and my own. It's my sweetest. I'm joking. No, it's very, it looks very, very expensive. So I'd hate to be one of the people rushing this on stage because with all the crystals and that, imagine breaking it just before the performer went on. I hope they've got backups. That's all I can say.
There'll probably be a break before this one. A break before, 100%.
But yeah, it looks beautiful, and the dress. She looks very, very sophisticated in the dress as well, as what I can see. I think it's going to be a more of a mature kind of piece. This, so I'm looking forward to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the look of this, and I do like the contrast between the black and the white crystals. It does look it looks good. I always like when there's light and dark on the stage. This does look promising. I ain't gonna lie, it does look good. It's probably going to qualify. But let's move on to Serbia. So we have Prince with the song Mila. So these are the photos that were provided to us. We have Fire. Thank God. So I'm going to move on to the paragraph that we got. So first thing to note is Prince's staging. The opening moon from Presma Zaervizio is no more, along with the spinning answer and the dancer and leather trousers and waistcoat, which means we're adding Mila to the list of acts that have undergone a total staging overhaul. Prince begins this performance in the center of the main stage, singing the opening verse in a shadow as three male dancers in black outfits draw him into a beautifully choreographed contemporary dance. He's wearing a tailored red suit, and there's a totally unexpected and dramatic moment where two of his dancers march him down the walkway, literally dragging him by his legs as the LED graphics explode with red lights and fiery graphics. It's presumably a visual metaphor for the Serbian lyric that translates as "You have brought life back from the edge." Prince doesn't miss his note, which is extraordinary considering the precision movements and physicality of this routine. The whole thing feels like a million miles away from Pesma, probably one of our biggest transformations so far of the year. Oh my God. Good. Good. That does seem promising. The kind of dragging of the legs and the exploding kind of red graphics on the floor as they're doing it sounds really good. Love the outfits, love the dancers. This is a shock for me. I'm quite liking the look of this. This last photo does seem quite wow. What do you think, Kimmy?
Yeah, this performance is just screaming drama. It's very dramatic, isn't it? And when you said that he gets pulled by the legs, like he physically gets pulled by the legs down the stage, like I'm interested to see that actually. It's definitely different. I don't think I've had that before.
That's you.
Sorry.
Glad there's a wee bit of pyro going on, and it is definitely an overhaul. I'm just wondering in this shot here, are they wearing wings? Because I can't really tell.
I don't think so.
No, it's
How
the
did it
way
say it
that
was wearing wings?
yeah, it's the way that their arms are positioned, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But no, it does it. It looks good, and it's definitely an improvement. Again, this is a song that for me is quite middling. But I do hope he qualifies. I don't know if I can't talk today. I don't know if this song is strong enough, sadly, for him to qualify. Even though you might want it, but if the song isn't strong enough, are people gonna pick up the phone and vote for this? Is what you've got to ask. You've got to remember that there's a lot of hard hitters in this semi, and I don't know. I think maybe the casual viewers might actually call for them more, and then I don't know. I don't know if the song's strong enough to qualify, sadly.
I always say that I think if there was going to be a shock qualifier this year, kind of the Latvia of this year, it's going to be Serbia. I think it would be Serbia. It does. It says in the paragraph that he doesn't miss a note. I know that he can sing. I spoke to him personally. He's an amazing, amazing man. He's so nice as well. I want him to qualify because he deserves it. He's a big Eurovision fan as well.
No.
Yeah. I do love these photos. I do like the song now more. See, when it's so bad because see when you do interviews, you do grow connections to these people, and I like the song. I do like the song. I didn't like the song when I first listened to it, but it's now kind of grown on me slightly. And these photos are giving me a slight sliver of hope, which I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but I do really want him to qualify. Cian, what do you think? Firstly about the song. What do you think about these photos?
Well, don't kill me. I don't really listen to the song much.
Have you listened to the song though?
I've listened to the song a couple of times, but the staging looks very intricate.
Yeah.
With this, it's got with the smoke and everything, obviously, and then the fire. I think with the photos that we've got, I think we could see I think it'll be like in my opinion, I'm just going off my imagination here, but I feel like it's going to be kind of like a bit of a play being shown throughout the song. With different themes, different scenes, and I think it's going to look very, very theatrical, but obviously keeping to the song, which is the main bit. But yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to be theatrically done in a musical way.
Yeah, no, I know he is a very dramatic performer as well. He sells it with his kind of facial expressions. He's, as I say, an amazing vocalist. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping he qualifies. but I'm not as I said, I'm not getting my hopes up. Okay, let's move on to our final rehearsal photo that we have to go through today. And it is the queen, the mother of Eurovision 2025. It is Erika Wickman. So let me just read out the paragraph that we have. So it's sung in Finnish with a light sprinkling of German. Will it be the black latex outfit from UMK or the metallic ensemble from the official UMK video? The best way to describe this is UMK, but go harder. Erika sings the first verse and chorus on a circular gold plinth before taking her gold microphone on a fast-paced journey down the walkway to the frame stage. She's wearing a new version of the black latex outfit with thigh boots we saw at UMK. This one more leather than latex and structured in the waist with metallic studs and long black gloves, which is basically just another way of saying her bum isn't showing anymore. Dancers required because Erika entirely owns no dancers required because Erika owns every corner of the stage. Every step and look to camera is precision choreographed to allow her to connect with the audience. And then the big finale, as the tempo picks up, Erika heads back to the main stage and mounts her giant gold microphone for the final ascension. We wish it was possible to describe how the last 30 seconds of the bass feels in this arena, but if you've got tickets for the second semi-final, you are in for an extraordinary finish. Or finish. Yeah, I know. So good. I mean, literally, that paragraph is everything I wanted and more. This is kind of keeping the fundamentals of the national final, which is perfect in every way possible, but they've kind of changed slight things that have made it, I think, a little bit better. We've got the gold microphone here. Oh my god, the bend back with the blue lights, it looks amazing. Kimmy, what do you think about the photos? What do you think about the paragraph? What do you think?
It looks great. I mean, I had no doubt that they were going to elevate, because Finland have really stepped up their game in the past few years, and it's shown by Erika. She is just such a charismatic performer. She really makes you feel like you're the only one in the room when she's looking at the camera, when she's racing down the runway with the microphone, the sass, the attitude, the way she chucks the microphone down. I just absolutely love this performance. And I'm talking about the UMK performance. She absolutely sells it. She believes every word she's saying. She is having the best time up there, and she completely commands the stage. She commands the cameras. She is in total control. They're totally right. She doesn't need backing dancers. She is absolutely fantastic, and I love her. I love the song, and I can definitely see top 5.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that I do think that Finland is going to do extremely well with the televote. I feel like people forget the power of this because people thought this could win the show when it first came out. I still think it can possibly win the show. I think it is in contention to win the show, but everything needs to go right for her. I need Finland to win, and I would love Finland to win with a song like this and a performance like this. I would love it. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's possible. Cian, what do you think?
Sorry, she absolutely deserves it.
Yep, Cian, what do you think?
I think it's very. I can't believe that they've actually bought the microphone. Because originally, I don't think she was going to bring it. Like everyone said, she doesn't need dancers. I think the dancers would kind of take away from her charismatic side and kind of dim the show down. But after seeing these photos, I actually do think that she could give Austria a run for the money. It's going to be a close battle between them both.
But the thing is, if we are talking about the difference between the jury and the televote, I think the jury isn't going to go for this as much as the televote. The juries will appreciate this, I think, but I don't see the juries giving this more than Austria. I feel like Austria is the vocal powerhouse. I think this is the kind of visual powerhouse of what we can see, and I think the visual powerhouses will do well with the televote. Vocal powerhouses will do well with the jury. With the jury. but yeah, again, it's just the balance between the jury and the televote. I think this will do extremely
In
well.
my opinion, I think they're just going to cancel each other out with the votes. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different. You can't cancel out between the jury and the televote. It's two different things. It's just I
Do you
I
mean?
think it's going to the televote.
Because I've said that from the start. I think Sweden and Finland will cancel each other out.
Yeah, in the televote possibly.
Yeah.
But then you've also got Estonia. You've got Albania. I think Albania could be doing the Norway 2019. I think they could run away with the televote as well. This is a possibility. I've got a video coming out about who the potential winners this year. It's going to be out tomorrow, and this explains it.
I'm here, but Erica's giving me vibes.
I'm not going to lie. I do think
UMK. I was like, bang, winner vibes.
Yeah, it does give me winner vibes.
I do think that she's going to give Austria a run for the money. I know they're both different things, and I respect your opinions, but I do actually think that it's going to be a close race between them both, regardless of where the points come from.
I think I agree, but I wouldn't say Austria. I would say Sweden. I think it will give Sweden maybe a run for their money. I think a lot of people are hyping up Sweden, that it's an amazing stage show, that it is, oh my God, it's this revolutionary thing that Eurovision's never seen before. I feel like Finland is kind of, I feel like people should, the way people are reacting to Sweden, I think people should be reacting like that to Finland. I would swap it around. Personally, for me, that's just my opinion. I think that Finland are just, they've ran away with it this year for me. Okay, so that is us talked about all of the rehearsals from the second half of the second semi-final. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around each of us and say who is our winner of the day. Who do we think is impressed us with their staging and their photos and the info that we've got now, and who is kind of we're a bit worried about for when we go to Basel. Kimmy, you start. Who's your winner of today?
Finland.
Finland.
But I mean, that's an obvious choice. If I picked one that wasn't as obvious, Israel's really shocked me because that staging looks superb. It really does. So staging wise, Israel and Finland. Malta, I love what she's wearing. I want it. The red leopard print. Yeah, and Diva not down. I think that's really empowering. And I know that Malta's going to smash it. Malta deserve to qualify. They better qualify. Oh, yeah. I'll be really angry. Yeah, my winner.
My winner is definitely, I'm going to say two. I'm going to be cheeky and say two. I'm going to say Serbia, for me personally. And I'm also going to say Finland. Serbia and Finland and Malta. But I'd say Serbia and Finland. They are my two winners. Keen, who's your winner of today?
Finland! Not being biased or anything.
I mean, okay. Kimmy, what about your kind of you're worried about?
Georgia. Yeah. I'm just looking through the flags. I'm looking through them now. Georgia and Luxembourg, because Luxembourg does look really dark. I don't know if it's enough to get through. And Georgia, I still believe it's DOA. I hope that can be changed. I hope it can be changed, but I just cannot see Georgia qualifying. Sorry.
Keen, what about you? Who's the one you're worried about?
From the pictures, this is going to be a very odd one. So, I come out with questionable choices, but no. I think Czechia, just based on the photos, it just looks like it. I don't know. It just looks like everyone's there having a white party in Ibiza, and it doesn't give us much. But I'm going to wait till I see the video to make a second judgment on that. But based on the photo, Czechia, also Luxembourg. Same again, based on the photos. But they might have just done that to trick us and think. You'll have to wait and find out. You know what I mean? But to be honest, I didn't even know we were getting videos this year. So that was a shock to me when I woke up this morning. But
No, my kind of one that I'm worried about is the same as you. I would definitely say Luxembourg. I'm just hoping that the pictures doesn't reflect the video that we're going to get tomorrow. I'm hoping. Cross my fingers. But that is day 4 of rehearsals done and dusted. We'll be heading, me and Kimmy are heading to Basel, 2 days to go. Keen, you'll be joining us a few days after that, but we will all be in Basel creating content for you all. I'm so dang
And I'll be
excited.
going aboard the orange runway on Monday.
You're going on the EasyJet flight. It's going to be so much fun. So if you aren't subscribed,
of the EasyJet
yeah, definitely. This is an appeal. This is an appeal. If you haven't liked this video, then just like the video because it's free. Do you know what I mean? And doing it else is free. To subscribe to the channel. We will be going to Basel 2 days. We're going to be making so much content. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content that we make on there. We were actually discussing your tattoo yesterday.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's us.
I want one.
Well, on you go. On you go.
You know what I'm gonna do every year from when it gets settled. Every year there's going to be a country. I'm gonna get face paint and paint in the country. Every.
Not a bad idea, to be fair. But that's us for today. But we will see you hopefully tomorrow for another day of rehearsals. This is actually going to be rehearsal clips, so it's going to be in motion. We're going to be reacting to the rehearsal clips live.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. But yeah, thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.